Welcome back to Sous Vide Everything, guys. Wine and steak is a perfect combination, especially when you make it as a sauce. And today, I'm making 3 of them to find out which one we like best. Every chef I ever met told me use the same wine that you would like to drink for your sauce. If your wine already tastes good, you know that your sauce is already halfway there. With so many different varieties of wines out there, you can really get overwhelmed by choosing one. Luckily, these wines I got came with a card and tells me exactly how it was made and the ingredients. So I'm able to match up exactly of what I want my sauce to taste like. But nothing will ever beat your taste. So make sure you try them and you like them. One of the most popular wine sauces out there is called Bordelaise. It's a French sauce and uses meat scraps from the steak that you're searing. And for my take on it, I'll be using this wine. But I'm also going to be doing a chocolate sauce. And since this wine has such a wonderful flavor, I'll be using this one as well. For my third sauce, I want it to be a little bit more fruity. Since it's going to have a little tang because I'm using wine, I thought this one here would work perfect. Since all these sauces are experimental, I can't wait to find out which one tastes best. Another important thing about making sauces is your stock. If you are not saving the back juices from your cooks, you are doing it wrong. There are so many applications for it, including this one today. Always save the back juices and put them together. But keep in mind not to mix any of the proteins. You can use them to make a wonderful stock or just use them by themselves. Whenever you're making sauces, you also need a thickener. And here's one of the easiest one you can use. Mix a little bit of cornstarch with water. That creates a slurry. It's an easy and simple thickener to use. But now we're gonna get to make our first sauce. And these are all the ingredients I'm gonna be using for it today. Remember, exact amount and ingredients always on the description down below for you. This will be our citrus sauce. And I first started with a little bit of salted butter. I let it completely melt, but without browning and under low heat. If you put it under high heat, the sauce will break, which means separating the solids from the liquids. You definitely don't want that. So under medium-low heat, melt your butter slowly. Then throw in shallots and garlic. Whisk everything together and cook it under low heat. Again, we don't want any color. We just want them translucent. Then throw in your stock, mix it well and bring it to a light simmer. Then you want to throw in your wine. Remember, I'm using the fruity one. I wouldn't recommend red wine for this sauce. A rosé or white wine works perfect. Bring it to a light simmer and let it reduce to half. It will also burn off the alcohol. There's no need to flambe. As the sauce is reducing, add lemon zest. Since I like it so much, I added half a lemon. To add a little bit of acidity, I threw in a little bit of lemon juice. Right at the very end, throw in the rosemary and let it cook for 1 minute. If you let it go for any longer, the rosemary flavor will be too strong. Once the minute was up, strain the sauce. Throw it right back into the pan and season it well. Your best friend when making a sauce is your palate, so make sure you taste that sauce. Keep in mind you can always add but never take out. To finish it off, I threw in my thickener. In order to activate it, you want to bring it to a light boil. You will see going from a liquid stage to a solid. To finish off your sauce, throw a little bit of butter, mix it well until you're happy with the consistency, and your sauce is done. For our second sauce, I started off with a little bit of bacon. Cook it under low heat until it has a nice color. That right there that is sticking to the pan is your best friend. It will give a wonderful flavor to your sauce. It's also called fond. Once it starts to bubble like this, you know your bacon is ready. Using Chef John's favorite method for straining fat from bacon, he calls it the paper towel trick. Just take out as much fat as you want with a paper towel and then discard it. Throw in a little bit of shallots and garlic. Mix it well until they are nice and translucent. Once that's done, go ahead and add your red wine. The next thing to do is to make sure you scrape the bottom completely. You don't want that goodness that was left on the bottom of the pan to be left behind. Reduce your wine until you almost have nothing left. Once that's done, throw in your stock. Remember, exact amount and ingredients always on the description down below for you. Throw in a bay leaf and let it reduce to half. Once reduced, season it with salt, freshly ground black pepper, and a few drops of white vinegar. Mix it well and taste for seasoning. If it needs more salt, just add a little. Then strain the sauce. Make sure you leave nothing behind. Then you want to throw it back into the saucepan and grate some dark chocolate. We're not trying to make this sauce sweet, but we want to give a nice gentle hint of chocolate. Throw in your thickener and whisk until it becomes the consistency you're happy with. Remember to bring it to a light boil so the sauce thickens up. Once it's nice and thick, the consistency you like, your chocolate sauce is done. Our final sauce is going to be our control. It's the Bordelaise and we all know it tastes amazing. And here's my take on it. Using some meat scraps, go ahead and cook it down. The goal is to caramelize those things and make sure you have a nice fond on the bottom. If you end up with too much fat on the bottom, remember the paper towel trick from Chef John. Then throw in a little bit of garlic, shallots, and your red wine. Mix everything well and bring it to a light boil. You want to reduce it until you have almost nothing left. Once that's done, throw in your stock. Bring it to a light simmer and let it reduce. Bordelaise is a reduction sauce, so we're going to be doing this step twice. Once half of the sauce has been evaporated, go ahead and strain it. When you're done, you're going to notice you have a very thin line of fat left behind. You can skim that off or just leave it like I did. But once you reach this stage, your Bordelaise sauce is almost done. And in order to finish, we need the steaks. And talking about that, today I'll be using these two beautiful prime New York strips. To season them, I kept it pretty simple. Coarse salt, freshly ground black pepper, and garlic powder. Throw them in the bag and seal them up and get them ready for sous vide. But now that I have almost all of my sauces ready, I'm going to be cooking these beautiful steaks at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2.5 hours. And I can't wait to find out which sauce tastes best. The smell of these sauces is absolutely incredible, everybody. Both of them are already ready. As you know, this one right here still needs a little bit extra touch, right? With that being said, these steaks were cooked at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2.5 hours, and we are starving and it's time to take them out. Let's do it. If you could only smell how wonderful they smell right now, you will be smiling just like I am. With that being said, it is important to pat it dry to get a nice, wonderful crust and also get some nice fond on the pan because we need that to finish our third sauce. With that being said, I'm going to be pan searing them, as you already know, so that we can get a wonderful sear. And I know they don't look that good right now, but before I finish them up, here's our word from our sponsors. I don't know about you guys, but I love to sit down for a steak and have a nice glass of wine to go along with it. That is one of the reasons I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Bright Cellars. Bright Cellars is a monthly wine subscription that uses a 7-question quiz to match your taste with some fantastic wines. The quiz uses an algorithm that analyzes your taste profile to suggest wines all over the world that you are guaranteed to love. Plus, they offer you a delight guarantee. That means if you don't love one of the bottles you receive, they will send you a replacement on your next box. They also include these wine cards which will teach you more about new wine variety and get you ready to share your love with wine with your friends and family. They deliver your matches straight to your door, so you get new delicious wine every month without ever having to go shopping. Each box is unique and personalized to your exact preference. Bright Cellar is offering you a 50% off your first 6-bottle box. All you need to do is follow the link on the description down below, take the quiz, and get ready to enjoy some amazing wines. Thanks Bright Cellar for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right back to it. I know they don't look that good right now, but watch this. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks. What do you guys think?
They look beautiful.
You look, what are you doing, Sam?
I'm ready to eat.
All right, so here's the deal. This is a wine-based sauce, and it's all about the sauce. I know that when you eat the steak, you guys gonna have a heart attack, yeah? But it's all about the sauce.
Okay.
And everything's gonna be based on the first sauce to see if the other two are any improvement or better or anything like that. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
With all that being said, enough talking. Let's give it a try. Go for it. I think you wanna try this steak by itself first, huh, Sam? Look at Sam. Well, let's just try the steak by itself. You ready, Sam? Cheers, everybody. Sous vide steak. You don't need to say a lot.
No.
You all right, Sam?
That's so good.
Let's go with the first sauce first. A slight dip.
Ooh, that consistency.
Yeah.
That look good.
Cheers, everybody.
That's good.
It's a rich sauce. What do you think, Sam?
That was most definitely rich.
Mm-hmm.
The consistency was great. The texture, like, of the sauce in your mouth felt great on the steak.
Very silky.
Yep. And you don't need a lot. You know what I mean?
No,
if you put
it's
because-
powerful.
yeah, it's a strong sauce because it's a reduction. So it's a double reduction, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So you all right, Sam?
No.
Sam just keeps eating.
I got a little hint of the wine there too.
You do?
Oh, yeah. I got taste of one.
So that is our base sauce. Now let's see from the other two if there's any difference. Sounds like a plan? All right, let's go. Let's see. Second sauce. Cheers, everybody.
Wow.
It is extremely different.
Very different.
It's very tangy, like citrusy even.
Yeah.
Citrusy. Ah, my boy
What's in it?
Sam.
What's in it? What is it? Is that
There's a little bit of lemon in there.
That tastes great.
It doesn't taste exactly like lemon though, right? I think it would go really well with chicken.
Chicken would be a nice.
And fish, something
Yeah,
that is
with
not as
fish, too.
powerful as the steak.
With fish, lemon goes great with fish. You can add a little bit of salt, pepper, whatever it is that the fish doesn't already have, but great.
I like the sauce. The sauce tastes great, but I'm not 100% convinced if going with the actual steak is a good thing.
Yeah, I don't think the steak is the best option. I think chicken or
Not that
chicken
it
or
was
fish
bad.
would be better.
No. It was not bad.
No,
it was
it
just.
was a
No,
great
yeah, it
sauce,
tasted
but
good.
But the combination.
the combination with the steak is not there.
For you guys, you prefer the first one or the second one
I
with
prefer
the steak?
The first one.
So,
First one. 100% agree with them. Okay. Third one. Cheers, everybody.
Oh.
Amazing. You didn't like that one?
No.
That one is very different. Sam?
you're a monster. That was phenomenal, actually.
Mama did not like that one.
Really?
To me, it tasted like star anise.
Star anise? There's none of that there, Mama.
I know, it tasted like that to me, so
I enjoy it. It's very different. I'm not quite sure. Do you like it? Oh, Sam is going for the second. Sam really enjoy it, just like I did. It's very different, isn't it? Extremely rich, silky flavor. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it has dark chocolate on it.
Dark chocolate.
Dark
I
chocolate.
didn't get that at all.
But not a lot, you know, just like a little bit, like a little hint to give a flavor.
I could get that. I get that.
It sounds weird when you put dark chocolate on the actual steak.
No.
Mama, not for you? So out of all of the three, which one is your favorite?
I like, my favorite is the first one, but the second one is really close.
So Mama's favorite is the first one, the original wine sauce, everybody. How about you, Sam? Third one. Yeah, by Sam. I'm with Sam too. This one here, the third one tastes amazing. It is a nice, rich, and an enjoyable flavor that I think it was gonna go so well with some like rice or something like that. You know what I mean? Mama, not for you.
The third one, not for me. First and second one, definitely. Wow, the first one is powerful.
So good.
First one is missing some mushrooms.
First one with a mushroom would be amazing as well, huh? I mean, anything with you put on the first sauce, it would be amazing.
Mashed potatoes.
Oh
mushrooms.
man, like a gravy style. You know what I'm talking about, Sam? I did make us some amazing rice to go
I
with
bet
it. So
the rice would go great with this right now.
anyway, guys, these are the results. Me and Sam, we like the third one better, which is the chocolate sauce. Mau likes the first one, which we do too.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's
But
really good.
I prefer the taste of the third one, and I can't believe it. What happened, Mama? Not for you, the third one?
Just thinking about the third one is choking me up.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.